Hello and welcome back to Southside Miniatures. Right, we're going to be visiting again the the Monsters house, and that is 1313 Mockingbird Lane. Yeah, I've been working on the living room. I've got up the walls. I've done the floor, the wallpapering, the doors, the coving, and the windows. I know I haven't showed you anything that I've done on the living room, but I am going to explain to you what I have done, and that is, and then we can go and visit it. Yeah. As first of all, what I done was got myself some paper, and you see me do as we're doing other videos, and for the floor plan of it, and that was like from wall to wall, and I was laying like paper down, getting a bit of masking tape and like sticking it together to make the size of the room. And then I got some white cards, and then all it is just like ordinary white cards. And then I transfer the measurements off the paper and onto the cards and can cut the card out. But this is would just to make the floor, and as we go along, I've explained to you how I've done the walls as well. So this is for the floor, and then I did get some of these cards, and I'll cut it down to slats like that. This is just under like 2 mil and that thick, and I did cut it down into 10 mil wide slats. Yeah. Once I cut enough of them to the size of the cards, and I did stain them in light oak, stain and varnish, and all that is so like I could just stick them straight onto the cards, and there's in pieces, as I'm doing now, and all that, and that for the floor, and then that's like if you cut them, then you cut one side to the size that you want the floorboards, and then cut one in half for that, so you can stagger them, and then you just stagger them, and as you're going through, and then as you're sticking them to the cards, just stagger them like that, and that's so then you'll put another one there as well, and then that'll be the way it'll be staggered all the way through and on the cards, and that is the way I've done the floor. Yeah, on the walls, what I did use was another bit of paper. I know it's then they're using a lot of paper, and you can either like try to save a bit from when you're doing the floor to go on the walls if it's the right size, and if not, when there's a lot of paper and all that. So, but what they did use was paper to go and from top to bottom and from wall to wall, and was in length, and that is the exact size of the wall, and then once again, like was we transfer that to the cards, and they transfer that to the card, and that's and cut the card out the same size. And then after that, what I did do was get some champagne. Is the paint was called what it's called? Sorry, is a champagne and it's a cream. Yeah. So what I did do to make it dirty was got some pastels, different coloured ones, as you can see, and what I did do was scrape some grey and brown. It went to my little dish, and then dip this in the brush, and then just flick it on. Like that is, and it might take a little bit of time to flick it all over, but you don't need much, and only a touch. I think they do, and because if you want it really dirty, because you add more, and that, and I'm just gonna go with this for the moment. Just do in kind of like in round circles, and as you can see, it's coming up dirty now. Oh well, it's starting to look, but you're going because it depends what you want, and then if you really want it to look really black and dirty, and then just add more, or just add less. Yeah, so I'll give myself a bit of blue tissue paper, and then just and they kind of wipe it off like that, and it's come up a little bit more. You can see that, and I hope you can see that. And then they started looking a little bit dirty, as hopefully. And then I'll get some brown, and on my brush, I'll get a little bit of brown there, and then I'll flick that on. Get some more brown. Yeah, this is just to show you what I done with the wallpaper, because after this, and there's this bit of paper getting slung away. So it's just to show you what I done, and as in the room, because I didn't show you, and that's me doing that in the room. And as in, it's just to start doing that again in circles. And then once again, put a lot like as that much or little on in as you want. So you get me a bit of blue paper again. And as you can see, you got like grey, you got grey, beige or cream, sorry, grey, cream, brown, and all that. And as in, but we just add more colours, and then as you want them. So, but right, that's how I done the wallpaper. So, but right, I'm going to show you how I done the skirting, as the coving and the door trim. So what I done was, once again, the same as the floor I done. I got a bit of cards. As you see the card on the back there. Yeah, stained it with light oak varnish and stain. And then that is how the skirting will look, and the coving with the door trim to go around the door. Well, now what I've done, I cut, coated it as them in the same stuff, as you can see, and there's the light oak with stain and varnish, and that, but I cut for three different sizes. I cut one 5mm, one 10mm, and one 15mm, and that's what I've done, and I was got myself some glue, and I've got PVA glue in this bottle because them other bottles are really hard to squeeze out, and I just put it in a sauce bowl. As you see, so and then they're really easy to get out now. So yeah, I got myself some glue, and as put that there. I've got a brush, and as what I done was, sorry, and now I've get myself a straight edge, and I've got myself a straight edge as well. And as what I done was coat the sorry, and then that sit the 15mm down against the straight edge, and I can see it. I'll turn that around, and against in that straight edge. Got the 10mm one, coated the back of it. So I know it's taking a little bit of time. Sorry, I don't think you see me. Coated the back of it, and then I'll put this and on top of that 10mm one, and push it against the straight edge. So like it's all to one side. It builds up one side, and the other side steps up. So that's that one. Because afterwards, after these and that, all it does is, well, I might use it on another thing, but if not, I'll be throwing that away as well. Just showing you and how I done them. Oh, might too much glue in there now, but never mind. I did put nothing in the first place, and then I put too much in. See that one? See? And then the 5mm one, you put on top of the 10mm one, push it up against the straight edge, make sure it's all in line, and as then you get the straight edge. And, oh, I know I'm going to pot here. Sorry. Well, you do get my gist of it anyway. So do that like that, and then that'll be your door trim. And as you can see, it all steps out on one. Sorry, all on one side, and it's in straight on the other side because this is go against your opening of your door, and as it needs to be going on your wall, like seeing them and then go round the door. So that's the way I've done the door trim. That way, the doors. What I've done was the cardboards again, and then it cut to the size of the hole of the door, and then I got the cut the cardboards, some more cardboards down to like 10 mil or whatever size you want, and then just go around it and then all the way around it the edges, and that with it, and then like in the middle put like a wider one, and down the bottom put a wider one or thicker one, whatever, and yeah, sorry, wider one, and then make whatever designs you want on it. So yeah, once you've done your design on one side, just flick your door over, and then do your design on the other side, and that's exactly the same. And then you just paint it whatever colour you want. And because I painted mine white, and then rubbed it down and made it a bit dirty, so because the monster's house is, or I say the Munsters' house is dirty, and all that. But you'll see that in a moment. And then just glue it in either shut or partly open, and then whatever you want. Right, that's the door. So I can see them over there now. The windows. Yeah, what I've done was with the windows use acrylic glass, and then you can see the two different sizes here. This one's got the cover on because I might be able to use this on another and in another house, or there's one of the windows. But I haven't taken that out. Is the covering of it, but this one I have, and because I just cut this it's a little bit off, and as in to make it like dull inside for the window, and then what I've done was got a bit of sandpaper, and it's really fine. This sandpaper is, and we're going to open it up, is 600s grit of and they're 600s, and that is, and then just done kind of like circles on it, and then that does the takes the clearness enough so you can't really see through it. And then I've done it on both sides of the window, and we'll show you that in a moment. And then what I've done for the but these windows are cut to the size of the holes for the windows. And as in what I've done was cut some more cardboard, painted it white, and then just stuck it around the edge, and they're both sides. And then do a light design in the middle if you want that, and then just stick it into the hole for the window, and that's how I've done my windows. So right, so right, that is how I done my floors, walls, doors, but you know, like and all the other bits and pieces. Right, so what I'm gonna do now is go to the house, and then as in we then scan the living room. So the house we will go to. Okay, all right. As well as you can see, done the walls to the living room, and that has then done the windows. That's how my windows look, and that is the bit cloudy them too. And that is this one round here. You can see inside it. You can see inside it. It's a bit dark in here as well in this room, so. And then we've got the lights on, so I hope you can see. Because the window's a bit dirty. The window's a bit dirty, as you see, and that's the way. That's the way it was. And you know, so and hopefully I'll be able to get. Sorry, I'm going around. See the windows there. You can see the one on this side here. This one here is a bit cloudy and dirty. That's what I was saying about the sandpaper. And then that one there you can't really see. Well, we can see through, but it's ever so cloudy again. But yeah, that's the outside. And the inside, we will take you on the inside now and have a look. So what I do, I'll take that wall away. Here, as you see, the doors on the trim. I've done the trim and that on the movable wall. So I'll lay that down to the sides, and as in we'll have a look in, and we'll have a look inside it. So sorry, it's a bit shaky. So that's the wall there. And I'll just lift it and go over. That's the door. I've got it like partly open. I glued it at that, and then we got the trim. And then you see where I say that's the same about the trim, and that is flat on this side here where the door opening is, and it steps out. And then you can see that one the same, because you can see that one the same. So that's it. That's the living room done. Well, and then what I have got to do, I've got to make a fireplace for it, and there's some furniture for it. I haven't done no furniture yet, but I will do some, and then make some out of cards and cardboard, and then that to go in there. So, and then until then, what I do is put a movable wall on, and then we'll have a look in it at it then as well. So, hang on. Okay, I've gone to the back of the house, and that is the movable wall is in there. As you can see, that is how it looks with the movable wall in, and that is that's that. So yes, that's that room finished. As I said, like, I bought one set for the furniture. So, well, it's that's me living room. So speak to you was just a second. Okay, that's the living room. The decorating's are finished, and as you know, all it is now is furniture. So yeah, I'm gonna take my glasses off, and because I don't need them now. Well, only just to have a look at stuff or reading or something like that. Yeah, so and then if you can let us know, and I hope you enjoyed this in a video of me explaining to what I done. Was with the floor and the windows, the doors, and the other bits and pieces. So so if you can let us know, and then on a comment, and then what you think about it, or as I think of it, and thank you for watching our video once again. If you could please subscribe and push that like button, and then and then we'll be getting on to the rest of the rooms in on the ground floor in the Munsters house. So and have a lovely weekend, and I think the weekend's coming up now. So and we'll catch you in the next one. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye bye.